I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to make it.
The teeth are glued, the faces are washed, the balls are smelling fresh. Welcome to this week's episode of What's the Script? Chris, how are you?
What you just said there does not include me whatsoever.
All right. Manky face, smelly balls, and his teeth are his own. It's Chris from What's the Script?
Oh,
Oh, good stuff, mate. Right, so although I falsely advertised last week's as episode 22, that was a falsity, and it's actually this week, it's series 2, episode 22. So we usually do 25 a series, so we're coming towards the end. And Chris's pick last week, and you chose 1986 Oliver Stone classic Platoon, mate.
aye, superb film in it. One of my favourites. It's in the top 10 anyway. So
Telling you, man, I think it's my favourite Nam portrayal anyway. That's for sure.
aye,
Yeah. So your favourite Nam portrayal?
aye, it's in the top 10 for me,
One of
mate.
them
Aye, I would say it's my favourite.
up there. Is it up there with Hot Shots?
Aye, it's definitely up there, mate. I like We Were Soldiers and all that as well, but this is this is told in like a different light. Know what I mean? See
Aye.
the war in Vietnam, not that. I think it was like the first of the kind that showed you the dark side of stuff. What was going on? Know what I mean?
Well, a lot of people don't know. Oliver Stone, he actually served in Vietnam, and it was the first ever play screenplay to be written by somebody that'd been in Vietnam. So a lot of this was through his own experiences and his own horrors that he's seen. And with the way the cinematography goes and the direction of the film, you can totally see somebody's got a semblance he knew what was going on. Because obviously American propaganda war machine painted this as like a bit of a holiday for people and to get there and we'll win it no problem and stuff like that, didn't they?
Aye, everybody was listening to fucking Creedence Clearwater and all that. Know what I mean? It was a good night out.
Aye. Little did they know that they were just sending young men across there to be slaughtered.
Aye, definitely. There's a If you get the chance, I would watch. It's like a docu series, Ken Burns Vietnam. It's
I've never
fucking
seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
aye off. It's worse than what we
Horrific.
think.
Aye. So let's fire some names at you, people, in case you've not seen this. And if you're of the kind of same age or a wee bit older than us, you'll appreciate all these names. It's like Willem Dafoe, Charlie Sheen, Tom Berenger, Johnny Depp when he was but a baby, Kevin Dillon, Forrest Whitaker, John C. McGinley, Francesco Quinn, Keith David, and I'll stop there. What a what a lineup. You know what I mean?
Aye, superb man. And Tom Berenger and Willem Dafoe in this are just superb. In fact, I think the two of them actually get nominated for best supporting actor, didn't they?
They did. Charlie Sheen was nominated as well. It was nominated for 9 Oscars. It won 4. Cinematography, director, score, which is the soundtrack. I still can't get used to calling the sound or the title song the score. Fucking Americans only explain that to me. Hey man, what's the score? 2-0, mate. 2-0 to Rangers. See with that cast, right? Obviously, I've left out the back end of that cast where there's still household names and great actors. The budget for this was only $6 million, and it made $138 million, which is amazing.
Aye, that's quite a bit, isn't it? That's a bit of pocket change there.
They have, man. So it's in the black by $132 million. When you think of some of the actors, I suppose you forget what Willem Dafoe, right? I've always thought of him as being the same age in everything I've seen him, and he's
Aye.
no. And you know, 'cause back
Aye.
in this, he must have been early 30s, late 20s, later
Aye.
30s. I've not done my math, but so he was still a kind of up and coming but good actor. Tom Berenger was probably the biggest actor in the film, I would
Aye.
imagine.
Aye. It's like you say, with Willem Dafoe, mate. I think he's like another man of name that kind of defies age, isn't he?
Which is that kind of that face. Remember the wee things, the wee glove things you used to put your fingers in and make faces with them? I can't remember what they're called. It's got one of the big rubbery coupons.
Oh,
So we start off with a film, mate. It's a score, man. Just hear the score, which is the title. Music
aye.
is Adagio for strings, and it's no the Tiesto version because that would be fucking mental.
Oh no, mate. Fucking oh, would have been so much a different film, wasn't it? Oh,
Definitely. It's haunting. It gets you in the mood before you've even seen a scene of the film. So
aye.
it does.
Things are dramatic, shall we say?
Dramatic, somber, numbing, and you get a Bible passage that says, "Rejoice, O young man, in thy youth," which is from Ecclesiastes, which is a book in the Bible, and I've said it wrong. And basically just means, young people, enjoy your youth, be happy while you're still young, do what you want to do, follow your heart's desire, but remember, big God, he's going to judge you. All right.
Thank God. Big shoe, big shoe.
Sure, Jimmy, sure. So we pan off the Bible passage, and we're opening scene is just dust and a hive of activity, kind of army stuff, cars, and then a plane's landing in it, mate.
Aye. It's all the new recruits showing up to Vietnam, innit?
The cherries.
Aye. Just, and it's obviously Charlie Sheen, and it. That's when you first see Charlie Sheen in it. Or his character Taylor, as I've called him. He's just fucking assessing into it, and the next thing he's all these new recruits are just seeing the body bags coming, and it's just
That's it.
you know what I mean. It's like eh, new guys coming in, and the dead guys going onto the same plane. You go back home, you're like, know what I mean?
Because one of the guys says to Chris, he says, "Is that what I think it is?" I mean, see if that was a Glaswegian war effort. You turn around and go at him. You fucking idiot! What a question. But you're right, mate. It's like a conveyor belt of humans, isn't it? It's just in and out, in and out. And you see a platoon coming back for a day on a tour, and they're all beaten up and black, bogging and injured and stuff. Welcome to the Nam.
Yeah, aye, because it's Taylor and it has like a kind of stare off with some like soldier, and I don't know if maybe they're supposed to be like the same age. You know what I mean? But Taylor looks all fresh and whatever, and all that, and this guy just looks frazzled, doesn't he?
Oh,
Actually,
I just
he looks.
PTSD that he's not.
Know who I thought it was? Who's the guitarist in Rolling Stones?
Keith Richard.
I mean, I thought it was Keith Richard, mate. I was like,
See, if I'd opened his mouth and said, "Oh, that's it would have been Keith Richard." But
mate,
I can see just about what you're saying there, mate. Aye,
oh,
definitely. But it's September 1967, and it's just on like North Cambodia, in it.
aye.
Gives you your first kind of semblance of the time, the date, and the canopy, and then you're in the canopy looking up for the camera's point of view. It's silent apart from the kind of wee jungle noises, and you just see the sun creeping through the canopy of the trees. It's fucking brilliant, man.
Aye. And just in the distance, you can just hear Creedence Clearwater run through the jungle.
Oh. You see the back of Elias, he's walking about like Wurzel Gummidge, like a scarecrow. He's got a big giant M16 in his back. Do you know what I mean? Battle-hardened sergeant. And Chris is like chopping with a machete through the brush. And obviously he's getting stuck and his hands are all blistered and all that, aren't they?
Aye, just the new guy on point, just clear the way for the rest of us, sort of, know what I mean? And just it's the heat and all that into it. It's just that him trying to cut through the brush is just uncomfortable. I know what I mean?
I know. As we're doing a lot of films, it's usually women that do it right, but in this one, we see Chris doing the slap his face and all that. So he comes across, he goes through the brush, they come across his first sighting of dead soldiers.
Aye.
Well, what's left of dead soldiers, they look as if they've been burnt alive and they've got a leg missing and stuff. And big Sergeant Barnes comes through, it's Tom Berenger, and he's obviously been cut to ribbons and he's been there for a long time. What you gonna do? Ain't gonna bat you.
Aye. What is it he says? Aye. That's a good kick or something like that. And he's like, it's a dead one. You're like, oh, for sake. No, I mean,
Exactly.
just
Exactly. It's the enemy, it's no humans, it's just fodder, innit?
Aye, because he's obviously had enough sort of thing, innit? But the next thing, wee Taylor just starts, oh, I'm awfully thirsty. You know what I mean? How is it? Does he fall here?
He starts slapping his neck. You see the close up, he's got ants all over his neck, and it looks like he's about to collapse. So, like, Barnes shouts, he says, fucking greenhorn, man, get somebody else up here, up to point, you know what I mean? And Doc and Elias go up to Chris and just say, look, you're carrying far too much stuff, you're dafty. But right away here, they're pouring the water down his neck and getting the ants off him, and Elias is talking to him, and you can see a semblance of humanity for Elias, you know what I mean? He doesn't hate everybody, he just talks to people on their level. And he says, the next time, before you go out, come see me, I'll tell you what you can take, what you can't take. And he's smiling and all that, you know what I mean?
Aye, polar opposites for Barnes, innit?
Because with Barnes once, somebody else brought up to take point. You've got Mad Red, who's played by John C. McGinley. Hey, choose chewing gum a million miles an hour. Get up the hill, you fat fuck. Like say there, Bob.
Oh dear, man. Oh, aye.
Elias actually says to Kristen, he says, look, give me some of your gear and I'll haul it for you. You know what I mean? Like,
aye. Aye. Oh, you're a nice man. You're not like that other man that looked like Freddy Krueger there.
So then he goes like, brilliant. All right, Doc slaps Chris's face and goes, you okay? You okay? He's like, yeah. That's when he collapses.
Collapses in the jungle. But the next thing, they're back at a base, aren't they? And Chris is digging this foxhole into it, and then this is when you hear the Charlie Sheen narration in it. It's actually like a letter back home into it.
That's it, mate. It's just talking about his daily chores and how he's got. I think I might have made a mistake coming here. And that's the first inkling you get that he's not been drafted, that he's volunteered to go there off his own back. Because as we find out later, he comes from a wee bit of privilege, he's educated, and he had no reason to go, but he does. But he's unloading the chopper with other guys, he's clearing the brush. There's other guys having a shave, cleaning their feet, weapons check, then a piss. See Elias, right? It shows you him like for the back, and I've always thought he was doing a piss.
Aye.
I'm not sure now, but watch it again.
See what I don't get either is when the other wee soldier walks up, like right to him, and he's like, "Hey, cocking a pee, huh?"
Hey, don't sad. You got your schlong out, have you? Had a good time there. Nice
you've got sunburn on that.
So I think he was actually doing both. I think he was having a bit of a release to himself. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. We pan over to...
Look at me!
Why not? Wahey! We then pan to Mad King, who's played by Keith David, who we've got a lot of time for, haven't we, mate?
Aye. No, I got a lot of time for Big Keith. He's another actor, by the way. It pops up in everything.
So good.
But he's never like the focal point, know what I mean?
No, it is not. I mean, something was in They Live, wasn't
Aye.
it? And when he's meant for this to They Live, it was the stepfather and something about Mary. He's just all round very versatile actor. But in this, he's always upbeat. He's trying to smile at everything. Swears like a trooper. He's writing a letter home to his missus, and they can't spell. She know what I'm saying anyway.
She don't read too good, know how. Like, fucking hell. Oh, but I just see when Chris is obviously digging this foxhole and all. See the sweat just pissing off him. You're like, Vietnam just looks uncomfortable the whole time.
Aye. It's like that. It's not just hot, it's the humidity. Just look as if you just wake up and sweat, you know what I mean? But while he's doing this foxhole, you've got Junior and Big Harold sitting ribbing him about being the new guy and stuff like that. Yo, man, dig that hole. I never told you to stop.
That hole ain't going to dig itself.
I certainly don't like Junior.
Aye. I didn't like Junior. Still don't like him. Know what I mean? He's obviously got a wee bit about him sort of thing, know what I mean? But he's just a fud. Just unlikable.
And as you say, mate, Chris is narrating through all this, he's grand, just saying how he hates it. He's so tired all the time. Nobody cares about the new guys. He thinks he's made a big mistake, basically. You know what I mean? So Barnes then hands out the orders, and Elias is to take all the newbies into.
Aye, that's it. It's like the lieutenant and all that saying that's when you first find out that Barnes is in charge, know what I mean? The lieutenant's just he's like a daft wee boy, know what I mean? But then you've got this thing you find out on it. O'Neill is just a pure suck up, kiss ass, smarmy bastard, know what I mean?
What's saying there, Bob?
Aye.
And Elias just says to him, didn't he? Hey, O'Neill, take a break. Don't have to be a prick every day.
Aye, and it's just because that's what Elias says, isn't it? Because there's definitely going to be like some form of attack for the Vietnamese, and he's like, I've got new guys, they're greenhorns and all that. They don't know anything, so chances are we're going to bump into something. But as it O'Neill's like, nah, you've got the fresh meat, buddy. And just again, the way they just they just talk about it as like soldiers, how they're just like fresh meat and all that. Know what I mean? Like, fuck's sake, man.
As you say, after the kind of that wee briefing's finished, they kind of disperse, and Lieutenant Wolf says to Sergeant Barnes, I think that in front of the men, maybe I should be giving the orders. You know what I mean? And then Barnes just kind of leans into him, so much so that Wolf's like that. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna get my ass slapped here.
It's then we see Elias follows up on his word. He's as good as his word. He's got Gardner and he's got Chris, and he's checking their gear, and he's saying, don't need that, you don't need that, put that away, tie this up properly. So he's looking after his guys, and he's like, look, just do what you're told, listen to what I'm saying, guys will be all right, you know what I mean? And as he says, if you get lost, don't shout out.
It's like two veins in it, taking them shot him. You heard my horn.
Oh, there's a man's out in the jungle. There's everybody. Hello.
Oh, aye, but it's like getting ready to do an ambush, isn't they? And obviously these other veterans and all that, they're all just sitting there, just pelting each other. Know what I mean? fucking, and they don't want a new guy with them either. Know what I mean? So obviously, a new guy must be just fucking cannon fodder. Know what I mean?
That's it, definitely. They don't want the responsibility of looking after somebody either. So they're out on patrol. It starts pelting her in, and Chris explains that his choice to. This is where he explains his choice to enlist, and he introduces guys as nobodies kind of thing. You know what I mean? I'm a nobody.
Aye, that's it. Grunts. Nobody cares about them. And it is. It's just.
Anything.
Aye, that's it. And that's when you realise as well, innit, that none of these guys had a choice but to go to Vietnam, and there was a fuck all in life for them, sort of thing.
Aye. He's on point again. He's up at the front again. And when he's narrating, but this is the worst line they says in the whole thing. Like, I don't know what I'm doing here, Grandma. Out here in the mud. Out here, mud.
I'll tell you right now, wee Granny Taylor must be like, this is a smash and read this.
I know. But he's on first watch. They're all sleeping at night time. Obviously, he's doing his guard duty. Does it fine. Then wakes up Junior to say, hey, man, it's your shift, man. Your turn, man. Maybe Junior does like getting waken up, didn't it? No.
All right, motherfucker, I'm up. You know what I mean? But
Aye.
Junior fucking goes right back to sleep, doesn't he? Catches some Z's.
Aye. That's it.
But we've all been there, mate.
I've been there. I've all been there on point. You know what I mean? But a short while after, Chris wakens up with a startle. He's getting bitten by ants again. He checks the time on his watch. And see, every time I see him checking this watch, I always think of fucking Pulp Fiction. He had this watch up my ass. And he hears some kind of movement and decides to just sit upright and put his hood right over his face and just have a wee crack at it, doesn't he?
Aye.
And then you see the first member of the Viet Cong coming out of a tree. It's brilliant.
Aye. Because years ago when I first watched that, I'm like, what the fuck's he looking at? You know what I mean? And then you obviously see it and you're going, oh, that's crafty, that.
Aye. It's brilliant because for the sake of some twigs and branches on their helmets, it just pans right into a silhouette, man, with the rest of the jungle. It's amazing. You don't see it until you move. I mean, even watching it again the other day, and I'm looking, I was like, where is he again? Because I know somebody's coming out. And I was like, I couldn't remember until he moved. So, absolute class. But right away, the thing this film does to you, it takes you into Chris's position, and you instantly think, holy shit, everybody's sleeping. I've not got the claymores.
Aye.
What did I? If the minute I move, I'm getting seen, you know what I mean? So you're shite yourself.
Aye, because it's quite tense in it, because it's just obviously you hear the old heart thumping stuff, you know what I mean? And the way the camera's panning in, seeing where Chris's position is, it's like you're the Vietnamese soldiers, you know what I mean? And you're just approaching him, and he's just sitting there like a wee nun in a shroud. Oh!
Aye, just as his head starts to come out of the bushes.
Aye.
Like, have you seen him yet? 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 You know what I mean? But one of them obviously triggers a tripwire, and then all hell breaks loose in it.
Aye, that's it. What is it? It sets off a flare or something, and then the next thing it just ends up a massive gun battle, you know what I mean? It's the thing at all. He starts like trying to set the claymores off, and the guy's like, the safety zone, like, you didn't mention the safety, mate. I was there when you said to him, you didn't mention the safety.
He did. He did mention the safety. But it's funny, he's like that. Safety's on, you fucking idiot.
Oh,
so there's a firefight ensued, and it's over before it's kind of started. It's quite quick. And then once it stops, like, Chris thinks he's been hit, doesn't he?
That was funny, O'Neill. I know. He just pulls a grenade and he just goes. It's been like a launch. He just goes. Blows up some guy.
Right away. Aye. as soon as the firing stops, you can see there's people injured. But Junior doesn't care. He's just trying to plead his innocence. Hey, man, Taylor fell asleep. It was his watch. He fell asleep. That motherfucker. You know what I mean?
I just outright lying, know what I mean? And then that's mad Chris. Falls there. Oh, my hat. And you're like, what's the matter with you? Know what I mean?
Tell me straight, Doc. Am I going to die? Yeah, you're okay, you fucking idiot. There's a guy kind of really badly winded and he's screaming. And then Barnes just fucking jumps and tap him and shuts his mouth and goes, shut up. Take the pain.
Aye.
I mean, then he
No, I
takes
mean-
a horn away and the guy's like,
Aye, but it is. It's when you see the other rookie in it, Gardiner. He's copped a soul, you know what I mean? He's dying. Know what I mean?
Aye. And while Harold, big Harold, who's Forrest Whitaker, he's comforting Chris. And he's like, hey man, calm down, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be in the hospital. They're gonna be giving you blowjobs.
Hey, I'm doing eh? Oh,
So Chris thinks he's dying, but Gardner, who was with him, he does die, didn't he?
aye, he's gone into it, and it's like the whole thing. Like it goes around all the soldiers, and it's all must be just the same reaction. They all just sit there, quiet. Know what I mean? Must have seen it a million times already, and it's just. But I can't. It's just mad Barnes. Everybody's all staring at this dead body like, oh, that's shocking, that. And he just goes, I want you all to look at this lump of shit. You're like, oh, you're not hurt, Barnesy boy. Fuck's sake.
So Barnes sides with Junior about blaming Chris, but he knows it's Junior that's
Aye.
fell asleep. Says, if I ever catch one of you motherfuckers catching Z's on me again, not me, not be a court martial. And
Aye.
Chris says to him, says, I didn't fall asleep, sir. It was Junior. It was Junior. Shut the fuck up.
Aye.
And then he says to Junior, like, looks him right in the eye and says, you're humping the body. You know what I mean? As if I fucking know it was you, but you're on my side, so.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
You're one of my band of merry men. But
bag him and bag him. Fucking so sympathetic there, Sergeant
I know,
Barnes.
that's it.
Really
It's
are.
just a dead body. I just bag him and tag him, get him to fuck. And then that's when Elias
Elias
kinda-
says to him, sorry.
he just says to him, the guy might still be alive. He had a couple of days to learn something. Know what I mean? So Elias practically going, that's your fucking fault. Know what I mean? But
That's it. That's exactly it. So we're back to base. I'm trying to see what I've wrote down here.
Chris is just back from being in the hospital with his wee scratch. Know what I mean?
Aye. So it is.
He comes across Mad King. Mad King walking across with a case of beer. Like, where'd you get that for? Oh, yeah, took it out of supplies. They're always fucking stealing for us anyway. You know what I mean? And it's just these, see, like base camp, see between these two sets of, like, obviously you've got Elias's crew and you've got Barnes's crew. See, it's like fucking, like a high school, isn't it? It's like American high school films.
It's like two factions within the, because they're all in the one platoon.
Aye.
But they've got their two factions. And although the two of them are sergeants, I think Barnes is just, he's staff sergeant. So I think he just outranks Elias just a wee bit, didn't he?
Aye. But that's it. O'Neill, isn't it? Catch King with these beers. Like, nah, you wee thieving cunt. I've got a job for you. The next thing, isn't it? They're up there, they're cleaning out these latrines. Just, it's big steel buckets of shite, man.
Aye. And there's still guys still gone while they're doing it.
Aye.
And you can imagine the heat and the smell. And even when they're dragging the buckets out, there's fucking steam coming off them and all that in the heat. You're like,
oh, mate, it's bogging in it. I don't know what they're supposed to do. I know. I think they're supposed to do like a chemical clean or something. It's
aye,
just
they pour diesel in it and set it alight. Sorry, they. But they're still King's still trying to be jovial through it all, isn't he? And he's still talking about, look, I'm nearly home time, and says to Chris, how many days you got left? Like, I'm on day 332. And then the wee mad surfer did, oh man, I can't even remember being on day 332.
He's like, you gotta count backwards, man. Just got elongated these words, like.
I
Oh,
forgot to say, the first thing King does say when he's cleaning out the toilets is, motherfucker. What the place?
motherfuckers always fucking with us. So many
When he's
fucking.
talking about, excuse me, Keith David says that better than fucking Samuel Jackson. I don't care what him this is.
Aye,
And
super man.
he's went for that to talk about going home. And he says, soon you'll be home, you'll be sniffing the pines, sniffing that fine goddamn pussy.
Aye, that pussy down by the river. Ooh. Fucking super man. Mad Keith David.
That's when Chris tells King and Surfer Dude, name escapes me, that he volunteered. And they just look at him as if he's a fucking mad hawk, don't they, man?
You volunteered for this shit. Know what I mean? And it's just, again, that's when you realise that these guys had like, practically no choice to come here. Know what I mean? And because what is it? King says to him, "You look educated. What the fuck are you doing here?"
Aye. And he's right, because obviously, as you say, mate, King and the rest of them are grunts. They had no choice. They were just drafted. Hull, you're in. Know what I mean? Say cheerio and get on that plane.
Aye.
And this is where King just hands Chris his first ever doobie.
I guess after they're done cleaning up the shite, isn't they go into this stoner bunker, into it, and it just it's like fucking Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, man. He walks in, he's just looking about. Elias is in like a hammock and all that. He's obviously already stoned, and he's just waving suggestively. You know what I mean?
Eating his banana. But big Ra just sitting in the chair with a big staff and all that. I think he's cool as fuck in this.
Aye.
And he's like, welcome to the underworld. And then he offers him the pipe and all that, and he talks on the pipe.
Aye. Then it's just that song, the fucking, is it White Rabbit or something? That's always playing in the background. So when somebody's getting stoned, it's always like,
aye.
One.
So Elias comes off his hammock, doesn't he? He's like, first time. Yeah. Suck on this. He puts a rifle up.
Aye. It's very, very homoerotic, that scene. You know what I mean? Like, first time. Oh, aye, but he's got him smoking this smoke in it, doing a big giant shotgun barrel, know what I mean?
Mad Raz like fucking, this is the underworld. We got this shit in the wind. Elias says to him, says, the worm has definitely turned with you, Taylor. Then we flit over to Barnes's kind of
mate, is it Bunny and Junior? And it's just the wee country song. We don't smoke marijuana.
Mad Bunny's obviously a pure redneck, isn't he? He's like, that's a fucking tune right there. Junior's like, yo man, it's shit. That white man music shit.
He's like, I want me some Motown. And oh my god, mate. But Mad Kevin Dillon, man, he's fucking. I remember seeing the first time I watched this as well. I'm like, I don't like you either. There's just something fucking the matter with you.
Aye, it frightened me. It definitely, obviously, the most frightening bit about him is to come at the village, but he's in there, he's getting no fear or nothing. He just thinks it's a day out because he's standing at the bunker. He's like, but those fuckers are over there getting high. He's swigging beers, not as if he's not doing it.
Aye, that's what I mean. It's like fucking. He would have been a serial killer. Know what I mean? He's been allowed to be there, just kill people. Know what I mean? He's living his fantasy.
He's the kind of people you want to earn a fucking war beside you. Know what I mean? This is good fun. This, but the lieutenant comes in, doesn't he? And he's obviously clean shirted, and he's got a beer, one beer. Hello, sir. Hello.
See what he says to that wee guy? It's like, I think his name's Ramirez or something. That's quite a shrine you've got there, Ramirez. And he's like, aye. Judy, bye.
Thank you, sir. Your small talk's amazing. And goes up to Junior and Bunny. Hey, fellas, how are we, fellas? I'm one of you guys, fellas. Bunny just goes, hey, LT, check this out. And he fucking bites an empty can, doesn't he? You like that shit? It's very impressive, soldier.
I'll send it home. But just his missus like that. Oh, thanks. A fucking Budweiser can. Know what I mean? But he's just a step away from that lead-based paint, Timmy. That's him, innit? Know what I mean? There's no business being there.
He's the kind of guys you always allude to about putting signs on bottles saying, don't drink this bleach. He's that guy. He came up with that idea, you know what I mean? So we get back to Elias's bunker, and that's when Tracks of My Tears, Smokey Robinson starts playing. Fucking love that song. And they're all stoned, just start dancing. It's iconic, man. Absolutely iconic.
Aye. As soon as you hear that, I just think of that scene. Know what I mean? But you also had like O'Neill and Barnes and that all playing poker as well, didn't they? And the lieutenant sits down, but obviously he knows he's not their group. Know what I mean?
What you playing there, fellas? Cards? Is that cards you're playing? Yes, sir.
It's John C. McGinley again, isn't it? He's like, what? Yeah. You saving up to be Jewish? And everybody's like, hey!
I don't know what that meant. I didn't get it, but they all got it. So I just laughed and all.
Oh, but see after that,
shine there, LT.
See what he says to Barnes and all. Fucking poor guy. Sometimes I just look at people and I just know this guy's not going to make it. And he's like, no, I mean Barnes. And Barnes is just staring at him like, aye, you're fucking one of them. Know what I mean? Superb, man.
So when we're in Eliza's tent, they're all high, they're singing Tracks of My Tears. It pans up to the light bulb, which in turn pans back to the jungle. Chris starts narrating again, and then we find out it's New Year's Day, 1968. Just another day, isn't it?
Aye, that's it. Just another day, mate. And they marched, but as it says, that they dropped bombs on this place and all that, and now they need to go in and sweep the area.
This again is on point.
Aye.
And Barnes comes up to him and says, we need to check that bunker out. And Chris says, what bunker? That one.
Aye.
Barnes has seen it for fucking 3 bodies back, you know what I mean? Chris is meant to be looking out for it, didn't see fuck all.
Oh, super. And it's just, they're coming across like a Vietnamese base in it. Because they're coming up, there's like campfires and all this, and the campfires are still burning and shit. And it's like signs that obviously they've just been there. Know what I mean?
Deserted camp, but as you say, mate, there's still smoke coming off the fire, the kettle's still boiling over it. Elias decides to drip into a trench that he's fun.
Aye.
And he's a his wee torch.
Aye, mate, that is fucking pure claustrophobic, innit?
Aye, very, very claustrophobic. So, ends up, Booby Trap kills Saul, and another one comes out. They're in the kind of wee camp, they're looking through some maps and shit. They think they've found important information, didn't they? And so they close it over the tin, go to pick it up, and bang, Sal's dead. And then the other guy comes out with the arms, didn't he?
he's just like, oh. Know what I mean? And
I see if that was Robocop. Come on, get the man a hand.
Can you fly, Bobby?
Clarence, Bodiger, dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Aye, but it's the shout on the medics. Know what I mean? This you're like that guy's gone. Know what I mean? He's what's left of him is charcoal. Know what I mean?
That's fucking harsh. But he's getting the arms, a chest full of shrapnel, and eyes as fucking big as Homer Simpson. You know what I mean? So we get a bit of another view of the lieutenant who's on the horn, and he's bumbling and stuttering and fucking out his depth into him, man.
Aye, and that's when Chris comes across Barnes, doesn't he? And Barnes is just sitting there, like modelling to. It's like the first time you kind of see Barnes's like kind of human. Know what I mean? Other things are just a pure hard bastard all the way through it, but that was like a wee moment of weakness.
Aye, just like contemplating, just sitting musing over what's happened. And as you say, mate, there's a shred of humanity there because he's upset about people being killed, but it manifests into fucking rage and anger. It's all about revenge, isn't it?
Aye. Because they're looking for one of their soldiers as well, weren't they? They're looking for Manny. You know what I mean? Before they can move on.
That guy,
Aye.
arm curl guy, who does they say fuck all, he just does some weights in the party.
Aye.
And Manny! There's not a shout out, but they're shouting, Manny!
Aye. But as Chris says, isn't it, that Elias and a couple others stay behind to look for keep searching the place and waiting for engineers to turn up and all that, and they made their way to this village. And then that's when they come across Manny, isn't it? Manny's been
Wasn't long before King found him.
Aye. And as you see Manny's been tied to a post, isn't he, and had his throat slit open, isn't he? And it's just everybody's all sitting there. They're all looking at his body, but they're obviously all raging. Know what I mean?
Aye. Just like your Mirren for Braveheart. Tied to a post. Barnes, they're all looking, as you say, mate, they're all quiet. Barnes just says, motherfuckers. And that's when they look down and they notice the village.
Aye.
This is where shit gets fucking hard hitting in it.
Aye, absolutely heinous.
Aye, the first thing is a runner, and there's a guy running.
Aye.
A good bit away. But Barnes just one shot with a rifle takes him out, didn't he?
Aye, that's it. Aye, nobody's getting away for this shit that's about to go down into it. But
then Bunny walking into the village. Hey piggy piggy, hey piggy piggy, blows the fucking pig apart.
I know. It's fucking it's just obviously a lot of this shit must have happened. Know what I mean? But I've just their feelings have took control with the whole situation, isn't they? Because they start getting into this village, isn't it? And they start rounding everybody up. And because they think that this wee village supplies the Vietnamese soldiers with weapons and food and all that, don't they?
Yeah. But it's the first thing Ra says. He says, look, enough rice here to feed a fucking full battalion. So they find a hole and they get two women at it. And they're shouting for the other two guys to come out. Then they only move. Barnes just goes up, puts a grenade in, doesn't he?
Aye.
Fire in the hole.
Aye, boom. I think it's two wee boys and on it. You're like, that. Fuck's sake, man. And then Chris is in a house as well, isn't it? And he finds I'd say a handicapped guy, a disabled guy or something, know what I mean? And he's wee old more. But
he's cast as the one-legged man.
Aye. But that's it. Taylor's fucking he's at level 10 and on, isn't he? He's fucking shouting and screaming and fucking out of control sort of thing.
Aye. So they also, by this time, outside they've found ammunition as well. Big fucking stores it and all that. So as you say, mate, Chris is starting to lose his shit. He doesn't see that the guy's handicapped. And it looks like he's smiling. What are you smiling at, huh? Huh? I wasn't going to hurt you. Why don't you listen, motherfucker? You think it's funny? Dance, motherfucker. And he just starts shooting down at his feet. The guy's hopping about.
Aye, that doesn't know what's going on. Know what I mean, but it's the wee mod. The wee mod's obviously in the background, fucking pleading and all that. Know what I mean? Because obviously the guy's handicapped. Know what I mean?
And on Chris's shoulder, you've got Bunny fucking egging him on. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, fucking do her, man, do her.
You know what I mean? That's what I mean. I know I like that cunt.
No.
But
so they decide, like, Chris is calmed down and he goes to turn around and go out. And then Bunny just fucking says, aye, look at him. He's laughing at you. You're laughing at me, son. I think it's pretty fucking funny. And turns away as if he's going to leave, but rattles him with the fucking butt of his rifle and just keeps pounding on the guy's head, man.
Aye. That's it. Aye. Kills him with the butt of his shotgun, didn't he? And was the fucking more sick about that and all is like he's obviously it's the guy's maw. The guy's maw just sat there and fucking had to watch it as well, know what I mean? But As I'm talking
He
about, Bunny
delighted
would have
it.
been he would have been a fucking serial killer because he's like, did you see that fucking head come apart? And you're like, that. Know what I mean? A pure
See it?
fucking
I've got blood splatter on my face, mate. You know what I mean?
a pure horrible fucking actor just done, mate. And he's like, that. Oh, that was some laugh, wasn't it? Like, no, you creepy bastard.
Because he's even freaked out a Neil, because a Neil came in by this time. And fucking, he's like, what say there, Bunny? You know what I mean? It's fucking
Aye.
shite himself.
So he's like,
But Bunny's like, come on, man, let's fucking do them. Let's burn the whole fucking village down. Just,
that's it, just a
he's
pure
his element.
bloodlust in it.
Aye. So Lerner, who's played by Johnny Depp, he's out there trying to translate for Barnes some of the hostages. Barnes is interrogating this guy, he thinks he's NVA, and the guy's saying, no. Won't answer any questions. He says, what about the runner? Went, well, maybe he was a straggler and he ran away, and they come and they take what they want. So the guy's wife is pleading for her husband at the time, and Barnes walks away. But she'll no shut up.
Aye. He's telling her to shut up. They want these answers and all that, into it. And
See, when you watch this, mate, you watch Barnes's face, he's stunning, looking back. You can see him make his mind up.
Aye.
You're like, oh.
That's it, because the next thing he just turns around and goes, fuck it. Bang. He shoots this woman in the head. And it's like all the soldiers are all like that. Oh, what the fuck? Know what I mean? You're like, there's someone I'm like, oh, I'm glad they done it. And then there's other ones like, oh, this isn't right. Know what I mean?
Aye, it's never more prominent than here, where you see the faction between the platoon, the Barnes and the Elias crew, just fucking yeah, oh, holy shit, know what I mean?
Aye.
And see the shot that he does with the rifle, it's fucking horrible because you don't see an entry point, you just see the tapper heat going, and fucking falling back, and you're like, holy shit, man! But he doesn't stop there, didn't he? No, he gets the wee lassie that's screaming. He goes like, I know this is her daughter and all that, and then he fucking has a gun to her head. You're like, oh Jesus, fuck no, man.
That's it. And it's like the lieutenant, he's just standing there, isn't he? He's just letting this all happen as well, when he's supposed to be in charge. Know what I mean?
Aye.
It's just fucking. It's horrible, isn't it? Because he's going to shoot this wee lassie unless he gets the answers he wants. Know what I mean? And everybody's just standing there, don't know what to do. Know what I mean? Some are for it, some aren't for it, but they're not going to stand up to him. Know what I mean?
The ones that aren't for it are fear to him because they're like, this guy's a fucking crackpot. He's a psycho. He doesn't care. You know what I mean? And the only thing that probably saves that wee lassie's life is Elias returning for the base camp. Do you know what I mean? But this time, in between times, he's fun. A wee guy in the trench and shot him, isn't he? But Elias comes back and goes, Barnes, what the fuck are you doing? Let her go. And he lets her go, and then Elias just sets about him.
Aye, that's it. Because he's like, as it says, you're not a firing squad, you piece of shit. Know what I mean? And then they just start rolling a bit. Know what I mean? Which, it's like the both sides who must have what been happening in Vietnam. Know what I mean? Some of them just wanted to fucking do everybody in, but there was obviously people there and runabouts that, nah, this is fucking wrong, sort of thing.
Definitely, mate. Definitely.
Elias says to the lieutenant, see, after obviously the fight and all that, and they get split up and all that, he's saying to the lieutenant, why did you know fucking do anything about that there? And the lieutenant right away, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see a thing. Know what I mean? You're like, what?
Aye. If anybody needed underhandedly killed, it was that fucking wet wipe, you know what I mean? Just before it, the lieutenant gives the order to burn the village because one of Barnes's crew have said, let's torch it. And lieutenant's, torch the village, you know what I mean?
Aye. That's it. It's fucking mental, isn't it? And that's it.
So,
the village is
done. Torching, mate. Aye, sorry for cutting you off here, but I never noticed this until I watched it the other day. And as I said, as you know, I've watched it a lot of times. They're burning the village. Adagio with strings is playing. So it's pure somber. You're made to feel like shit. See when Bunny sets a light to the shack and then lights his fag, you see murdered bodies in that shack.
Aye.
Tilt me. just for the
killing
fucking
people.
sake of it. I always thought that was the shack for the one-legged man and the mother,
Aye,
and I had to fucking rewind it. I paused it back, and I was like, no, that's new people. So
aye,
he's went in there. Instead of saying, get out, I'm burning your house, he's fucking done name in,
yep.
then burnt it and had a wee fag, satisfied. You're like, oh, no way, man.
He's a fucking scumbag. But the next bit, this bit is even more fucking horrible. I know what I mean? Because obviously Chris is walking away for the village sort of thing, and he hears, obviously, it must be commotion or something, and it's fucking a group of soldiers. Know what I mean? And they're trying to rape fucking two wee lassies and all. And I was obviously reading up on this and all that as well. But it's, all of that was actually an experience Oliver Stone had himself. Know what I mean?
Aye.
You're like, ah, fuck's sake, man. But
That's horrible.
aye,
It's no graphic. It doesn't have to be. It's just the sound of wee girls crying in any language, and then these grown men fucking horrible cunts,
that's
and
it.
they're still trying to justify it to him.
Aye.
You know what I mean? It's like, she's a fucking human being. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And the first thing Junior says is, what's the matter? You a fag or something?
Aye.
You know what I mean? You're like, and then the guy with the moustache behind him, he's still out of breath because he was fucking
Aye.
on it. Fucking fuck. So
Aye.
Chris is the bad guy. You're like,
Exactly, mate.
Jesus Christ, man.
That's
Horrible.
Aye. That's what I mean, mate. I did this machine gun day cunts right there and then. Fuck it. But it's obviously, like I say, it's a thing Oliver Stone came across himself, know what I mean? So the fact that fucking happened is fucking woof. But again, it must have happened all over Vietnam.
Definitely, mate. Definitely. So again, the music kicks in. We're seeing them leave the village, and you're just seeing cinematography wise, it's fucking amazing. Even the stuff that's kind of blurred, explosions going off, and all that, just things burning and people wailing and all that. It's fucking horrible, but it's obviously just so historically factual. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Which is the way movies like this out should be. You can't leave
Yep.
anything it, horrible as it is.
Aye. But the next thing, then they're back at base, aren't they? And Elias is saying to the captain, aye, there was an illegal killing and all that. I'll have a full report and all this, know what I mean? And it's just, it's, you're like, dirty bastards, man, because the lieutenant's like, Barnes and all, nobody's going to believe him and all that. We'll make sure that we get away with it, sort of thing. But then,
because the lieutenant's right beside him, and he's fucking sticking them in. He's like, look, sir, I want to report Lieutenant Wolf and Sergeant Barnes. And the lieutenant's like, I never seen anything. Sir. Fucking rat cunt.
But it's that's
Sign
when
of
you
the
get
time.
you get the group of soldiers as well into it, and they're talking about what happened at the village, and there's still ones trying to justify it. Know what I mean? But that's when you get, is that Harold, Robert Whitaker's character? Is that, I don't know about yours, but I'm not feeling good inside. Know what I mean? You're like that. Fucking hell, man.
Captain Harris, who Elias is talking to, they get to like the bottom of the hill and he says, look, if I find out there's been illegal killings, there will be a court martial. But right now, I'm understaffed and I need every man I've got.
Aye.
So, yeah, fuck me now. That's
Exactly,
wages
man. That's when Barnes kind of gets the idea or not to get rid of Elias, isn't it? You're like, fucking dirty dog, man.
That's horrible, mate. So, Warren trusts Barnes and fucking Lieutenant's crawling up his arse. Chris has a chat at night with Elias, doesn't he?
Aye.
They're kind of, you can see her having a nice wee bond.
Aye. That's when Elias, he doesn't believe in the war anymore, know what I mean? He did to begin with, but now he's like, we're just losing myself here, know what I mean?
Aye. And then Chris narrates what we all see anyway, that half are with Elias and half are with Barnes.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? So, back to the bunker that they patrolled before. They've been told to get back there. Chris pulled a leech off his face and all that. Must have been hunters, any bastards.
I know. That's another thing, mate. See, just Vietnam itself, it was out to kill these guys. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The fucking ants, the dehydration, fucking malaria, the leeches.
Snakes and all that.
I know what I mean. It's just Vietnam itself was out to kill these guys.
So they're on Warren and Lerner are on point, and there's an ambush. They're fucking ambushed right away. So Warren and Lerner get shot. They're in agony. Barnes gives Elias like 3 men because Elias says to him, "Look, if you don't let me go with 3 men round to flank them, they're going to fucking end up round here. We're going to shoot themselves to shit." And Barnes says, "Take your 3 men." And Elias kind of questions him. He says, "Look, I don't want to put there my arse hanging in the wind." And that's where Barnes says, "Look, I don't give a fuck about you wanting to go and tattletale on me. Out here, your arse belongs to me." You know what I mean? We're all in this together, brother.
America, God damn it! Oh, but fucking aye, it's see that ambush itself. It's fucking chaos in it. You don't know what the fuck is going on. Know what I mean? There's just bullets flying. Everybody's getting shot. Everybody's getting done. Know what I mean?
Aye. See, there's a kind of standoff right with Chris and a Viet Cong that's in a bunker, right? Chris is behind a big giant anthill.
Aye.
He's keeping it and shooting. And then every time he keeks out, the wee Chinese guy shoots the anthill, right? So Chris can't get a look in. But he comes out, sits up, and shows a grenade. He doesn't get shot doing that, know what I mean?
Aye, blows it up. But but this is when the lieutenant into it. The lieutenant he phones in a fucking artillery strike, know what I mean? And the next thing, the artillery just starts hitting the American soldiers, know what I mean? Friendly fire again. I mean, how bad is it, know what I mean? You're getting done off your end.
Barnes starts cutting shrapnel at a guy's back, know that when they were in.
Aye.
And then obviously Barnes fucking Harold breaks a tripwire and he's fucked. You know what I mean? And Chris brings Lerner in and then goes back out. And that's where Barnes fucking loses a rag with the lieutenant for fucking ordering the airstrike.
Aye. I hit him with the phone, didn't he? Hit me with the phone, man.
I'm feeling kind of woozy here, man. Hello?
And modest too.
Okay.
Fucking hell, man.
Lieutenant's
I don't see when he hits
on the phone.
He looks like a wee boy, doesn't he?
Aye.
I was trying to please you, Papa.
You're a disappointment to me, son.
You're an asshole, now, boy.
Aye.
You're a wanker like your father before you.
Elias takes the squad to go and flank the Viet Cong. And Chris, like a wee boy, goes, "Can I come too? Can I? Can I come?" And Elias just smiles at him and just says, "No, you hang back. No, that is cool. I'll see you when I get back." You're like, "Oh, that's surefire way. He's getting done in." So Crawford get hit. Barnes pulls him back and says he'll go and get Elias, man. He's like, "Everybody fall back. We're getting shot to shit. What about Elias?" And I'll go and get him. I'll fetch my pal.
I know what I mean. Nobody queried that, know what I mean? Like, Barnes is going to get Elias. Eh?
The man who stuck one on you not fucking an hour ago.
You know what I mean? But you're forward.
What happened to the guys that Elias took with him?
Oh, they head back. Because Barnes talks to them, he's like, we're falling back, and it's them that say Elias is still out there, and he's like, I'll get Elias. Whereas that made sense, like, we'll all go together. No, know what I mean? Fucking
This time Elias is out there himself. He's fucking John J. Rambo just shooting the Viet Cong.
He's went full First Blood, didn't he? But
and he's doing good. But Barnes is approaching all the time. He can hear the gunfire, knows where he is.
Aye, and it's like a hunter hunting his prey, isn't it? Know what I mean? Because it's see the way they do it, and it's just cutting scenes between the two of them. But then see the way it is as well. It's like the camera like pans up towards Barnes, isn't it? And Barnes is already aiming down his rifle, and then that's when you see it's Elias emerges behind this bush. Know what I mean? Probably playing myself again, no doubt. But just, I'm leaving my seed everywhere in Vietnam.
But you're right, mate. Elias just comes out for the brush and sees Barnes aiming and goes, haha, you thought I was a dink, didn't you? But Barnes slightly lowers his rifle, then pulls it back up, and then the realization in Elias's eyes that he's doing me here.
Aye, that's it. It's just, I see that. It's that. Assuming he's staring at him, he hasn't raised his rifle back up again. And then that's when you see Elias' face going, oh, this man's bad. But
Aye.
Barnes shoots him, didn't he? And as I says to you before we're doing this, I fucking hated Tom Berenger after this film. Hated him, man.
Aye, he was bad. What a character. Plays him
Aye.
to perfection, but he's a bad bastard. But this time, Barnes decides to leave the scene of the crime, bumps into Chris. Where's Elias? Where's Sergeant Elias? Elias is dead. Killed by the enemy. The body's back there about 100 meters.
Know what I mean?
Instantly doesn't believe it. What? Huh? What? No way. Elias is fucking immortal, man.
Know what I mean? And but they start heading back to all injured, isn't it? And it's like all the injured are getting evacuated onto like choppers and stuff. And like the dead bodies and all this, just like, fuck's sake, everybody's been malkied. You know what I mean?
Oh, phasers were set right to Malky. The most horrible scene at this bit of the extraction is when the choppers are coming down to blow all the tarps after dead bodies, man.
Aye.
You're like, oh, fucking hell.
But see, the whole time when they're like escaping, you can still hear gunfire. You know what I mean? Like in this like jungle, and I was like, who they still fucking shooting at? There's guys left behind. You know what I mean? But
Aye.
they'll get into this chopper into it, and they're taking off, and then that's when my heart's roasted.
Oh my head. Aye, they see Elias still alive, running for 1 million soldiers, and it's in slow motion. A Adagio with strings is playing. Some fire on there, cover that man. So he's running in the background. The choppers are taking out soldiers and all that, but it's kind of too late in it. He takes another couple in the back.
Pushing into the wind. And it's just, he's... See that? Just appeared like... You're like, oh, we Elias. Know what I mean? He's running back, he's making his way back, and he's been abandoned by everybody. Know what I mean? And it's just that, obviously, that the famous scene, know what I mean? Where he just holds his arms up like, why?
It's either why or it's take my lord.
Why, McLovin? Why?
The bit you don't see in all the posters, which was a fucking great shot, is when obviously it collapses forward and the choppers just disappear. Do you know what I mean? As if fucking done. And you're like, oh, that's horrible.
Aye.
And Charlie, what the fuck's Charlie? Chris is in the chopper and he just dead stares Barnes, didn't he?
Aye, just turns around like that. You said he was dead, you cunty chops. Know what I mean? But Barnes is like that.
Good as shit.
But he's just like, that, oh, I got away with one there. Know what I mean? Like, a wee wry smile.
You said he was dead tired. I said he was dead tired of him lie down. We get back to their base camps, and Chris is telling the boys what he thinks. He's under no illusion that Barnes killed Elias. He's like, I say we Friday for tonight. And Vicious for big Ra comes into his own, man. I fucking think he's great. It's like, yo, man, Elias knew what he was doing. He didn't ask you to fight his battles. Wherever he is, if there's a God, and I hope there is, he's up there drunk as a fucking monkey and smoking shit.
Aye, it's fucking. But then it just gets ominous again, doesn't it? Because Barnes just walks into the stoner bunker, like sacred ground. Know what I mean? And he's just
before it, but Ra says to him, he says, look, Barnes has been shot 7 times. 7 times. What does that tell you? And Chris goes, "Eh?" Raz says, "Only person that can kill Barnes is Barnes."
I know.
And as you say, mate,
Makes
just
him look
kept
the boogeyman, didn't he? Oh.
just fucking appears. Y'all talk about killing?
Mate. He's just, see the way you keep saying that, mate? It's like, what's his name? Fuck, I can't remember the actor. Oh, but he's walked in with a bottle of Jack Daniels, isn't he? Very sinister, know what I mean? Just, what do you know about killing, know what I mean? I know he's all loved Alliance and all this stuff, but I'm not going, because he practically admits that he kills Elias, know what I mean? He's like,
Aye, it does.
I've no problem with anybody if everybody does their job. But if one person steps out of line, I'm not going to put up with that. And you're like, you dirty bastard.
When the machine breaks down, we break down. Y'all talk about killing? Shit. Well, okay, I get it. You want to have a go at me? Go on. I won't say nothing. 4 of you, 1 of me. Go ahead. Just to get fucked. And that's what Mad Chris, you motherfucker.
Oh, fucking
Started
super.
right next to him. You motherfucker.
I know.
He gets one good rattling, didn't he?
Aye. And then obviously Barnes like sets about him. Know what I mean? To the point he whips out this wee knife, didn't he? And then that's when Rag gets back in again. He's like, whoa, Barnes, man.
Oh man, take it easy, man. Smoke some shit. Ain't worth it, Bonds.
10 years to climb the fucking walls, man. But then it's like seeing it like a wee, seeing it when Barnes just slashes his face. It's like an insult into it, and he's like, yeah, wee dick. Ah, like a cat scratch.
Take
You know what I
that.
mean?
Take that, motherfucker.
Oh,
All
super
know
man.
about death. Fuck, do you all know about death? So we then find out the orders have come in.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Sorry.
That's it. Tommy Lee Jones. That's how you're sounding like. Oh, down by the river.
Motherfuckers. We are the men in black. They find out that they've got to go back into the valley that they've just fucking annihilated. They've got to go back in there. And this says in his narration, he says, it feels like returning to the scene of the crime, which it probably did, man. And Chris knows that they are getting used as bait as well.
Aye, that's it. He's narrating like in this letter to his granny again, isn't it? Like, we know there's going to be a big attack coming. Know what I mean? And it's just because they're all taking up positions and all that. Know what I mean? And I think it's Chris. They're obviously digging their wee foxholes again. And King's walking up the hill, and he sees the ambush going out, didn't he? And he's like, oh, glad I'm not going with him. And you're like, oh, thanks for the words of encouragement there, King. Know what I mean?
Ra has been given Elias's responsibilities. He's in charge of the platoon. He's not happy about it at all. But as you say, mate, King talks to Chris, and O'Neill comes up the hill and just says to him, "You've lucked out. Get your shit. Get on that chopper. Your number's up. You can go home." Shit.
I know, man, King. I'm happy. I'm happy that King made it out. I'm happy.
Oh, man. But Mad O'Neill's like, you got 10 minutes to get on that chopper. So if you're not on it, I'm gonna be.
Aye.
Chris is delighted for him, obviously, but he's sad that his friend leaving, I suppose.
That's it. I can see when you think about it, the wee jolly crew is all gone. Know what I mean? Because like the Forrest Whitaker character's gone. Johnny Depp's gone. King's leaving. Elias is dead. Know what I mean? You're like, oh.
And Raz knew the manager. He's got too much responsibility to hang about.
Aye.
So King just says to him, look, man, keep your pecking hard and your palate dry, and the worm will turn. It's all gravy.
Aye, because Chris has stopped writing home and all, hasn't he? So he's he's like gave up. He doesn't believe in the war effort anymore either. Know what I mean?
He's broke. He's just been broken. As I just wrote there, Chris is now noticeably done in and downbeat. It's, I suppose it's a huge part of this film to see how a man's went in there fucking full of I believe in the cause and just seeing him getting it ripped right out of him. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Just that nobody really knows back home what the fuck's going on until they were in there.
Aye. Then it cuts to Junior, and I don't know what he's done to his feet. Know what I mean? But he's play acting, isn't he? Because he wants out of this battle. Know what I mean?
He put bug spray on it. He sprayed his feet with bug spray. Now that way, when you were younger, I don't know if you've done it. You've done some crazy shit. See if you get an aerosol can, right, and you spray it long enough at your finger, you get frostbite. Because it's like, well, I can't remember what the word, but it's frozen. It's to keep the gas in the can or something like that. But if you spray it at your finger long enough, you end up getting fucking frostbite off it. So that's what he done to his feet, obviously. But Barnes, being the wily old cat that he is, he's seen this before, hasn't he?
Aye, because it says as much to him, isn't he? If I catch you spraying repellent on your feet again, know what I mean? I'll put my boot up your ass, sort of thing. But
just before that, he says to fucking O'Neill, he calls Junior's bluff and goes like, "Hey O'Neill, remember that big black fucking red and hairy centipede? Bring it out to me." "Oh yeah. I'll put it in this guy's boots, see if he moves."
Aye, but he's like, "Oh, aye, but that's what it breaks Junior's lie into it." And he's like, "All right, I'll fucking walk. I'll walk. You just want every last bit out of Junior." And he starts, but this is what I'm talking about. Mad Bunny, the psycho, know what I mean? He's like, "I've got to have him in my hallway with Sarge. Come on to fuck."
This little faggot.
Know what I mean? But fucking
okay, O'Neill pulls Barnes, didn't he?
aye.
"Hey Bob, what do you say there, Bob? I've got a real bad feeling. I mean, a real bad fucking feeling about this.
I know, mate.
Something bad gonna happen." He starts to shite it.
He's trying to cash in his brown nosing, didn't he? Know what I mean? He's like, and he see John C. Reilly. He's actually John C. Reilly, but he's like John C. McGinley, but he's like you can see he has acting. He's like trying to not to agree. Know what I mean? It was good, man, because you can hear it in his voice and all that.
It's excellent. Because he does say to Barnes, like, "Look, I've not asked you for one motherfucking thing. Just ask me for this, just for a few days. Give me some R&R. I feel like fucking I'm getting it done in." But Barnes just says to him, says, "Everybody got to die sometime, Red."
He's just, "Oh, you're a man."
So you're in here, Bunny, just saying, "You know what? I fucking kind of like it here." Nobody tells you what to do. Do what you want.
He's just living his best life out in Vietnam, mate, because he gets to kill people. Know what I mean? He's like, what's it says? The only thing you got to worry about is dying. And when that happens, you won't know it. Oh, sorry, what?
It's all good. So Captain Harris is on the horn, but this time he's getting information in for, take it, a platoon that's already out there that are under attack. And you can just hear bits coming through, and this is where you hear a wee guy going, "They're in the trees! They're in the trees!
They're in the trees, man!" But aye. As he's reporting back into him, like, "Oh, everybody's dead. The ambush hasn't worked back, yada, yada, yada." And the next thing, he gets cut off, didn't he? And then that's when you're like, "Oh, fuck, they're all dead." Know what I mean? And then this attack's coming. But see, another bit it was good because you can hear them all fighting in the jungle, right? And that lieutenant's like, "Oh, fuck. Oh, what's going on?" And he looks up, and Barnes is standing up there, and he just smiles, like, "Hey!" Know what I mean? Oh, you fucking nutter.
We're gonna.
Aye.
But Captain Harris is still on this. "Come in, son. Come back to me. Alpha 3-6, Alpha 3-6." And then it comes back on, and you just hear the Vietnam talking. And then cut off. So it starts to become, it's very quickly nightfall, and that's when the Viet Cong start mobilising. You see, from their point of view for the first time, starting to get their guns, their orders, and get dispatched and all that. Horrible, man.
Nice, isn't it? They start attacking this base, isn't it? And Mad Ra, he gets into Chris's foxhole and he's like, they're fucking everywhere, man. They're fucking everywhere.
What do you do? Stay in this fucking hole. Don't fucking leave. You know what I mean? So the Viet Cong are sending up flares with wee parachutes and all that to illuminate the jungle. See that? When it's quiet and the firing stops, but the light starts shifting. You see the silhouette of the shadow. It's fucking haunting, man.
Bad shit is coming. But then that's when Chris and that they see this soldier coming towards them, don't they? And he's a soldier for the. See that would just spook the shit out you. Because he gets to that hole and he's like, everybody's dead. They're fucking coming. They're right behind me. They're not stopping for anybody. Get out of here. And he just runs away. And we Francis, he's like, come on, man. Let's go.
As you say, Chris has went full circle now. He's like, go if you want. I'm staying. Like, oh, Chris is a badass. He's a badass. So they get into a firefight. A bullet just ricochets at the bunker and kind of blinds Chris a wee bit. And then it gets back up. And then they hear the enemy talking. And Chris obviously by this time can speak Vietnamese. Like, get out. What I thought we were staying. But no, they're going to blow the fucking hole. Get out.
Aye.
And they take the longest time to get out their own hole, man.
I will. It's taking you forever to get out of this hole, son.
Aye.
Oh, I live in the hole.
No sooner have they escaped the hole and the hole explodes. But rather than keep descending down the hill, Chris and Francis have just went fucking mental and they just jumped back in their crater, didn't they?
Aye, that's it. Aye, Chris goes full bloodlust, didn't he? He's fucking hot.
It's fucking beautiful.
Aye, he starts getting mental, doesn't he? And then he just starts charging at them. Know what I mean? Which I'm like, right, that kind of doesn't make sense because like there's a massive army was coming up. You know what I mean? But
the next scene, good things happen.
Aye.
Well, good things happen to bad people. Junior and Bunny are obviously in a foxhole together. Junior shites it and says, I'm out of here. Bunny's like, yeah, pussy candy ass mother. But Junior, in the middle of the forest, runs into a tree.
Aye. Knocks himself out, didn't he? But then the next thing, a Vietnamese soldier comes in, didn't he, and shoots Bunny, indeed. You know what I mean? But see this next bit, I was like, because you're just seeing like Junior's face into it. But for some reason he's doing the cross-eye thing. Oh! Then that's how you find out, innit? He's getting bayoneted. You're like,
He's woken up, getting stabbed to death.
Aye, that's a horrid, man. But I never liked Junior. I never liked him.
No. They can have two of them get their comeuppance. Which by this time you just see back at base camp, one of the Americans going, Hull, what are you doing back here? You should be up that hill, thinking it's an American soldier.
Aye.
Thinking it's an American. When you're on it strong. I think it's one of his own, but it's not. It's the Viet Cong. They've advanced so far down the hill that they're on base camp. Do him in, and then kamikazes have got bomb vests on, haven't they, mate?
Aye, run into a command bunker and just blow herself up. Know what I mean? But it's like you see the captain, he's in like a wee tent away from it, and he's looking at it going, I left my good teacup in there.
O'Neill's in his bunker on his own, and he's just about to be killed as well. Can hear the Viet Cong coming, and he decides to pull the dead bodies and tap himself, doesn't he? Which is very clever.
Aye.
And he fights to live another day.
Aye.
Or lives to fight another day, even.
Oh, you're getting excited there. Oh. But that's when the lieutenant, he radios the captain, didn't he? He's like, we need to get out of here. And he's like, where are you going to fall back to? They're everywhere. And then that's when you see the lieutenant eventually gets shot and all, didn't he? And the wee medic gets killed and all. Know what I mean? You're like, oh, the wee medic was all right, but the lieutenant cops it.
So Captain Harris, as you say, mate, he's realised that his base camp's overrun. They're just about to be all slaughtered, so he gives the order, doesn't he? Gets on the horn. Says, "Come in, sir, come in. I order the airstrike on my location." Says, "What? Repeat again, on your location?" He went, "Yes, I'll take full responsibility. Drop said bombs on top of me."
And then again he goes, "Oh, it's a beautiful fucking war," and you're like, "That what? How fucking far removed from reality are you, man?"
I know. You probably think he's a veteran for World War II, I suppose. One of the old hats, you know what I mean? So he's ordered he's ordered the napalming of his current location.
Uh,
Barnes is on his own and he's watching Chris, isn't he?
aye. Barnes he's went Viking mode. Know what I mean? He's just killing people with a shovel now. Know what I mean?
Aye. And he gets on top of Chris and he's just about to kill him. And Chris looks up and you just see the silhouette of Barnes and the red devilment in his eyes glowing, can't you?
He's just like a demon, isn't he? So it's just chaos. Know what I mean? And Chris is only saved by this airstrike, isn't he? Because it blows Barnes off him.
It blows him. So next thing you know, it's the aftermath. We're in daylight. We're in fucking Chernobyl. Everything's scorched. The earth, the trees is all scorched. And Chris is just waking up. And he's obviously very hot. He's black. He's covered in like ash and stuff like that. And the first thing he sees is a fawn, a baby deer. What?
That's I mean,
How's this thing survived?
The night before, absolute chaos. Know what I mean? And now it's like nature back to normal. Know what I mean? We fawn just stepping all these dead bodies.
So he stumbles over to like a lot of dead bodies, and he takes an enemy's rifle off him, arms himself right away. In the blood background, you can see somebody crawling up a hill, like injured, but he's not interested. He knows what he's looking for, doesn't he?
Aye, that's it. He's gone looking for Barnes, isn't it? But Barnes he's kind of crawling away and on, isn't he? And it's just see him the arrogance of Barnes, but man, you're just like that. He rolls there and he goes, "Get me a medic." I'm sorry, what? You don't see all these dead people? Chances are the medic didn't make it.
Next thing he says is, "You hear me, boy?" And then he fucking realises. He goes like, "Do it." And the good thing about this, there's no long pause. There's no 5 times he says, "Do it, go ahead, chicken shit, do it." He just says, "Do it" once, then bang, Chris has done it.
See,
there's
that's
a bit of emotion on his face, man.
That's the thing as well. It's like weird because see, then Chris is practically a murderer. Know what I mean? No, when he was killing all these Vietnamese and all that, but now he's like a murderer. But it's nuts. But the next thing is all these soldiers into this, the backup all up here on tanks and all this. But
a tank with a Nazi flag on it.
Nuts, mate. It's just nuts.
So young Francis, Chris's pal, has had a smashing idea to stab his own leg because he's not staying another night. Know what I mean?
And that's it. All the injured and all start getting taken to a place to get taken away into it.
And Neil gets out his bunker and the new soldier's like, "Hey man, you okay?" He's like, "You fucking faggots, hell left me."
I know. But that's when you're obviously Adagio for Strings is playing again into it, and it's just you're seeing the battlefield, the sort of thing. That I mean, there's dead bodies everywhere, piling up the dead bodies.
Somehow managed to get fucking bulldozers up there now, and they're shoving them into big pits. You know what I mean, for all the dead bodies and all that. Chris is getting stretchered away. Feel like now at the end of the film that Adagio for Strings, the score's playing, man. Score. Harris is still alive, Captain Harris. He looks somber as fuck. Because he's obviously given the order that's probably killed a lot of his own men there.
Yep.
It's probably saved all the ones that are still alive, obviously, but it's a horrible fucking thing he's had today. and he tells Red, or Neil, as you call him, fucking, that he's back out there tonight, isn't he? We've got Barnes's crew.
Aye, you've got the platoon lead, and he's like, fuck's sake.
Sure. Can I have 3 dead bodies with me, please, to put over the top of me, just in case?
Aye.
The boys are waving at Chris, aren't they? And
Aye.
that's all they're doing. They're just waving. There's just no emotion in their face. It's pure.
Aye, they're all
You
gone.
can't imagine.
It's like wee Francis and Albert. He's like, hey, we're 2-timers, mate. It's over for us. I'm going to see you when you get out, and we're going to get ha.
We're going to get ha. He's loving it, man. But Big Ra, he just fucking bangs his chest with his big staff and grills, doesn't he?
Aye. That's it as well. Because that's the other thing I know. See, like, the soldiers and that, they're all searching through bodies and all that, and that's when you see Ra. I think Ra searches a Vietnamese soldier, and I think he pulls out, see, like a wee bag of heroin. Because apparently that's what the Vietnamese soldiers used to use for a painkiller. Heroin. You're just like that. So
also used to use it. They used to drop it in on the Americans to get them all addicted to it as well. Even though they were finding it themselves, but they were fucking getting them all. Do you know what I mean? But Stephen Ra does all that shit. That's the sweet gay fucking fist pump.
Brother! But that's it. It's back to Christy and the narration into it to his gran and all that. But he's like talking like how the war wasn't really a war. It was like a war between, like, for the soul of people, sort of thing. Like if you were going to be good or if you were going to be bad. Know what I mean?
And he's no wrong. He says we didn't fight them, Grandma. We fought ourselves. Those of us who did make it have an obligation to rebuild society. Know what I mean? Back home, because it's just a different fucking war you're fighting, I suppose, on this. But as the chopper's pulling away, and you just see the vast scope of what's happened and what's happening, and try to convince yourself again that it's a movie set. It's phenomenal.
Aye, it's tremendous, man. It's well done, and it's just that
it finally breaks down, doesn't it?
Aye,
finally breaks down, mate.
That's it. Aye, but like I says, it's like Elias represented the good, Barnes represented the bad. Know what I mean? And it was the war itself. It was like you can either be bad or you can be good, sort of thing. Know what I mean?
I know that bit when Barnes says to him, "I ever tell you a story of Darth Plagueis the Wise?" But it's another viewpoint of good versus evil within a faction. You know what I mean? Whether it's Sith, Jedi, fucking Platoon, whatever, Cowboys and Indians, fucking. It's mental. But what a film!
Aye, that's it. That's the end of it. Oh, it's a 10, mate. It's a 10 for me.
A 10 for me. It's up there with the best of them that we've reviewed since we started just over a year ago. And have you got a Glaswegianism for it at all?
Troops.
Troops. Squad.
Squad.
Squad. SQAD squad. SQUAD squad.
Oh. But
excuse me.
10 out of 10. Definitely, man.
10 out of 10 indeed, mate. Absolutely brilliant. What we've got coming up, I forgot to say at the start of this pod was brought to you in partnership with Tone Multimedia. Once again, thanks very much, Tim, for your sponsorship and your support, buddy. And for all your multimedia needs, folks, or if you need a photographer hired for any occasion, get on to Tim. The link's in my bio, obviously, as always, and we always include them in the advertisements and the aftermath and we post up stuff. So thanks again. You too can be a sponsor of this podcast. If you be a sponsor of one episode or one series or whatever you want to be, just get in touch for the sake of a couple of pence. Help us pay our dues, as it were. But next week, we're going to be doing a collaboration tomorrow night, aren't we, mate?
Yes, with the Seismic Cinema. I'm doing Hot Fuzz. Sure to be a laugh.
Yeah. Aye, going to be doing it with we're two homeboys for Cybernic Cinema. Looking forward to it. I'll need to try and get a nap at some point tomorrow before we do it. Know what I mean? Half 9 at night. Jesus, I'm going to my mammy's for it. We can't be shouting through the walls when we're trying to sleep. You know what I mean? So looking forward to that. Next week, we are doing Moi's Choice.
Yes.
And we haven't done a Western, have
Oh,
we?
don't think so.
We've got a biggies there. I was thinking about, like Tombstone and even Django. But I'm going to go with the Unforgiven, 1992. Clint Eastwood, Morgan Freeman, Gene Hackman, a whole lot of bitches.
It's a smashing film, that.
It's a good film. So Unforgiven next week. Hopefully I'll try and get a wee cowboy hat in time for it. You've got one anyway, haven't you? Oh, you get sombrero. Oh, she's done Fistful of Dollars. You could do the baddies. Hey man, how you doing, gringo?
Oh, aye.
You can still wear your poncho,
Unforgiven. Poncho.
Unforgiven. Thanks everybody for liking, sharing, and all that jazz. We have taken a noticeable little dip in the past 4 or 5 podcasts, which is fine and dandy. We're still loving what we're doing, but help a brother out. Know what I mean? Just send it to one pal. Check these guys out. That's all we ask. We do it enough for other people, so please do it for us. Like for like. No, that's nice to be nice. And hopefully we'll get this back up and running again the way it should be, the way we believe it deserves to be. Apart from that, mate, you have a smashing day.
Yes, everybody. Cheers for listening. Cheery bye.
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just